Hello, welcome to the Success Show. It's Julian Businge, your host, and I am privileged and honored to host none other than DamiLola. DamiLola, sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly, but we have a special
It's
guest in
okay.
the
You're saying
house.
it okay.
We have a special guest in the house, and she's going to be sharing with us some important information to help us move forward. So, without further ado, I've already introduced myself as Julian Businge. I'm a property coach, I'm a mentor, I'm an author, and a business entrepreneur. But I would now love for our special guest to introduce herself to us. Please take it off. Take it off. Who are you and what do you do?
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Julian, for the invitation. I'm very, very honored and happy to join you today. My name is DamiLola Bisuga Shoyoye. I am an entrepreneur and I'm the CEO and co-founder of a platform called BuildHer. And BuildHer is a crowdfunding platform for women of Black origin, to be able to raise the funds that they need to start any project, any business or creation or innovation, basically, or even a charitable cause. So basically for women of Black origin who want to start something and maybe historically not having enough access to funding would have prevented them from starting that thing. That is why I created this, along with
Wow.
my husband. My husband is the co-founder.
Mm. Wow, that's amazing. So would you tell us, share with us your journey? How did you come up with the idea? What led you to being the successful woman you are today? How did you get there?
Oh, well, thank you. I think I'm still getting there. I don't I don't class myself as gotten there just yet. I think it's definitely a continuous journey. And Builder is it's our baby for the time being. So it's a recent platform, but we're getting off to a great start.
Mm.
So why did we start Builder? Basically, it was my brainchild, in terms of I was seeing the ongoing disrespect and disregard that was being afforded to Black women and brown women. When I say brown women, what I mean is mixed race or biracial women. So when I say brown women, that's what I'm referring to. So I saw the levels of disrespect that was being afforded to Black women, and I saw the difficulties that Black women were having in various aspects of life, various aspects, not just business, not just, to do with money or anything like that, just pretty much all aspects. And I felt that there was a common thread or a common theme across all of these aspects. And I felt that the fact that we tend to not have the strongest financial backing and the strongest financial support system around us, I felt that that was one of our biggest issues as a collective group or a subgroup. And I felt that we needed to come together. We needed our strengths to be in our numbers, and as women to be able to come together, to be able to financially support each other, put our money where our mouth is, and support each other's projects and creations, so that we could begin to be a subgroup that is more recognized, so that we begin to be a subgroup that is afforded more respect and recognition, and so that other groups, and other races, other ethnicities and other genders, would be able to, start to realize that we are not one to be ignored, or overlooked, and that we have amazing, innovative ideas, and that, they deserve a platform and they deserve to be on the same level playing field as innovations and creations from other groups. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow, I love that. Was it something that happened? Did you have, how, like, did you just think about, did you recognize this problem? Were you faced with a challenge? Like you went to the bank, you had a business, and then you were denied. And at that time, you got an aha moment and said, this is it. I have to change this.
hmm So Black women typically can start out with wanting to start their own business. They can start out with over £30,000 or dollars worth of debt. So just by beginning to want to create something or start a business or anything like that, we're starting out in debt from day one. And it shouldn't be like that. Um, we are the least likely group to be granted bank loans statistically.
Mm,
We are the least likely to be granted a loan from any sort of, bank manager or any other sort of similar institution. So therefore, we have to turn to our credit cards. We should not have to turn to our credit cards and put ourselves in debt because we want to create something that the world needs. And I believe Black women are some of the best people to create things that the world needs
mm,
because of our unique perspective and our unique outlook of the world and women in general.
mm,
So I just felt like this is atrocious. No woman should start something and get into debt because of it. So I just felt like out of frustration and anger, and I was like, okay, something needs to change.
mm,
Something needs to change, and I didn't, then I didn't really know the term crowdfunding, if that makes sense.
mm,
What growing up, what I had seen was my mother, for example, and my husband's mother, who are both Nigerian, were of Nigerian descent. So what we had seen growing up was our mothers would do something, those who may be Nigerian or from a Yoruba background, which is what we are. Our job basically means, a group of women or a group of people will come together and all contribute money to, all contribute money into a pot. And then one person gets that collective pot and they go round and round and round until
mm,
each person in the group. So we call it Ajo. I believe different societies and communities have their own name for it. So I
mm,
just felt like, okay, we need this Ajo on a big scale. We
mm.
need this on a wider scale. And then that's when I realized, oh, after doing some research, there's this thing called crowdfunding. This
Mm,
is
mm.
exactly it. This is exactly the model that we need to adopt. And that was why I wanted to start it.
Wow, what an amazing story. Wow, absolutely lovely. So today, our topic is, how does Build Her help women um, start their businesses? How does it help them raise the money to start their businesses? Can you tell us a bit more about it?
Absolutely. So Build Her helps women to start their businesses because instead of having to go to, say, get a loan from, say, your family member or a friend, which can put some people in difficult situations, especially maybe if things don't go the way you planned originally. It can cause some awkward tensions within a family, and in order to avoid obviously trying to go and get a bank loan and pay crazy interest rates and all these other hidden charges that typically comes with an institutional loan. So crowdfunding is a great way for one to be able to start their business, in that all you need is the idea and some information to put together, and you can create your own campaign page. And what typically a campaign page looks like is it's a web page on the website, and it involves a video. We always recommend that you have a video, because the video really showcases to people in about 2 to 5 minutes what you are trying to do, what you are trying to create, and why is it necessary, and who you are as well. It helps people to connect with the person behind their business or project. So typically it has a video, and then there'll also be lots of images, as many as you want, that show, that show your business, that show you what you've done so far, anything like that. And then there's descriptive text as well. So in addition to that, on a platform like BuildHer, we also have rewards. So we are a rewards-based crowdfunding platform. So all that means is, in return for people donating or contributing money, you get some sort of reward or perk for your contribution. So for example, I've interviewed an amazing lady. She was based in the USA, and she crowdfunded to create a magazine, a magazine that celebrated Black women in food and wine, because she's a chef, and that is, chef and cooking is her background. And she wanted to, she saw all these amazing women of color that they didn't have their own space, to be celebrated and recognized for the amazing work that they were doing in that industry. So she took it upon herself to create that magazine and crowdfunded for it. So for example, if you wanted to donate, say you donated, let's say $15, for example, you would get a digital copy of that magazine when it has been created. For example, if you donated more, like $30, you would get a physical copy of the magazine. So the more you donate or contribute, the higher the reward level is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So that's basically it. So that's all a campaign pretty much looks like. So you have your video, your text, your images, and your rewards. And that's what it would look like. And it's a great way to start your business, because it does many things. First of all, it helps you to validate your idea. It helps you to validate your business. So if you've ever had like a period of doubt about your idea, as many entrepreneurs actually do, crowdfunding platforms like BuildHer, they provide an opportunity for your idea to be vetted and criticized by a community, in terms of the feedback that you will get from the community, which includes your friends, your family, and people who don't even know you at all. You will get feedback which will enable you to identify any essential needs or any essential areas of change or improvement that you can make to your project or business. And that is such an amazing thing that you can have, because it just ensures that your business, you've not left out anything that could be vital or critical in your business, and you're offering the best product or service that is possible. So another
Does it
reason that yeah, go on.
does it have a cost, like the startup fee?
So there is no cost to do a crowdfunding campaign. In terms of, to submit a campaign, there's no cost. And there's no cost for those who want to donate money or contribute money. You're not, our backers are never charged. So what we do as a platform, as a business, we take a small percentage of the total funds raised for one's campaign. So currently that's we take 10% currently, and that's 10% of the total amount raised. And then that is the only fee, if you like. That's our platform fee for hosting your campaign.
Yes. Amazing. So can people in Africa join, or it's for people in particular regions?
No. So we really wanted BuildHer to reach all over the world. It's planned to be an international platform. So it's definitely going to be for women who are in Africa, who are in the Caribbean, America, wherever you are. So far you are a woman, and you are of Black origin of some sort, or perhaps you're in a team, perhaps you're in a wider team, but it's it needs to be the woman that is of Black origin who is going to head the team and head this particular campaign. And it doesn't matter where you are, we will be able to host your campaign. We will be able to support you with your campaign, and we'll be able to, ensure that at the end of your campaign, which usually runs for 31 days, to give people enough time to, share and spread and market their campaign as far and wide as possible, to obviously maximize their chances of getting donations and contributions. So we will ensure that, our builders, as we call them, our campaigners and builders, get the funds that they have raised altogether minus our platform fees.
Wow, that sounds exciting. It gives
Yeah,
hope to so many women that are stranded
absolutely.
in their businesses and don't know where next and what next to do. Wow, well done.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Thank you.
So this takes us to our next question, which is any 2 life lessons that you have learned in business or in life that you'd like to pass on and share with other women out there? How can they keep going?
I mean, what I've learned is that every experience has helped me to get to this point. And even though at the time I asked myself so many times, because this isn't the first thing that I've done or started or created. I've tried a lot of different, Julian, I've tried a lot of different things in the past and failed many, 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 many times. But guess what?
We
At the
all
time I
do.
was asking myself, absolutely. At the time I've asked myself, like, what was the point? What was the point of all of that? I don't even see any connection. What did I learn from that? But it's just now that I can see, like, everything that I had been through before, it's actually prepared me for this particular, venture that I'm now in. And this is where I'm actually supposed to be. And the things that didn't work before, they didn't work because that wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. That wasn't where I was supposed to be, and that wasn't my calling. That wasn't where my passion lay. It wasn't my particular calling. So it's just about finding, and it doesn't matter how long it takes, but just figure out what is important to you. What is that thing that is paining you, that is hurting you, and that you desire so much to see a solution to, or to see a change to. And once you figure that out, however way you figure it out, once you get there, you find that things really start to fall into place. And then you're able to look back and think, oh, so that thing I did before, that didn't work out because of this, but guess what? I was able to use that experience, and now I'm using it in this venture, in this business as well. And it's actually helping me. So with that, I guess the message or the moral is never give up. Don't give up. And, just find, don't do something just for money. Don't do something just to make, a quick, payout, or quick, what do you call these types of businesses? Get rich quick. Yeah. That, all of these get rich quick schemes and whatnot, that people do fall into the trap. It's really, really important not to do something just because of the financial prospects of it,
Benefit.
because if that's the only reason one is in it, you will not last long. There really needs to be your why am I doing this, why am I in this. Once you've understood that, everything, the frustrating times, it's the why that will keep you going and keep you focused.
Wow, I love that. And I'm sure a lot of women that are feeling discouraged today, when they hear your message, they'll be encouraged and empowered to keep moving, to keep going, and not to give up. So what happens
Absolutely.
again going to build her if someone has an idea, say they haven't started a business, but they just have an idea? Is that something that you can help them probably put on your platform they don't have any pictures or evidence of what they are doing? Is that something, or you only take people who have already started their businesses and have evidence, they have this and that? How does it work?
We definitely want to support those who are in the very early stages of that, if of their idea. So it's not that you are, already have to be an established, business person or business owner. No, we want to foster and support new ideas. Saying that though, one needs to have something that they're able to show. You need to be able to visually portray what it is that you're trying to create to other people. So however way you're going to visually show us that, okay, you want to create this new invention. Maybe you've invented this amazing thing and, you feel the world needs it. Okay, wonderful. Then show us, if you don't have the thing, if you don't have the physical thing, show us a prototype. Show us 3D design images of what you're trying to make. Show us, make your video showing us who is behind this invention, and tell us why it's necessary. Why do you want to create it? Why it's necessary? How much do you need? What is the money going to be used for? All of those things, and your text description. What I'm trying to say is there are ways to still portray your message and crowdfund to start something, but still get people really excited and to believe in your campaign and to get them to donate and contribute. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, of course, absolutely, it does. So our final question is, where can people find you? How do you have a free offer? Do you have coaching and mentoring? What are your services you're offering, and where can people find you?
Okay, so people can go to buildher.co.uk. So that's build, as in to build something, BUILD, and then her, HER, one word, .co.uk. And basically, we are on all social networks, all social platforms. You can find us everywhere. And in terms of offering kind of coaching and support, we do that. What we have created is we've put together a guidebook, a coaching guidebook, which hopefully will really, really help and support the women that come through our platform to be able to create the best campaigns possible. It's a complete A to Z. It takes you from the beginning right through to launching, being ready to launch a campaign and make it go live and public, and everything that you need to consider, from how to make it look visually appealing, your campaign, to how to market it, to how to get the word out, how to spread, let all the campaigners who come through with Builder. And then we offer email support as well, ongoing email support. So it's very easy to reach out to us, and our email address is support@buildher.co.uk. So it's very simple. So we offer ongoing support if there's any other kind of issues as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much, DamiLola. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate the information you've shared with us today. And I believe our viewers will, are excited already about this information, and they're going to, reach out to you. If they have any questions, are you on Facebook? Are you on, should they just type on under this video?
If there's any questions, we are on all social media, and our handle is BuildHerCrowd. So crowd as in CROWD. BuildHerCrowd everywhere. Facebook, we have a Facebook page, a Facebook group. We have Instagram. We are on LinkedIn, a LinkedIn page and LinkedIn group. We're on Pinterest. So if you search BuildHerCrowd, people can definitely reach out to us that way. And we'll be happy to connect.
Thank you so much. This brings us to the end of our show. May the good Lord bless you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.